Yes, my love.
In the last month, things have really taken off for John and I. We got Sawyer back, which is the most important of all.
There's a dragon!
We have a house. We're buying another car. We got a dog, who is my service animal.
You are going to do it. We're going to do it.
John and I have been working towards having our family together for over a year and a half, and it's surreal.
Thank you.
I have bad days, I have problems, but my favorite part of the day is waking up and having my husband next to me and knowing my child is asleep in her room and is gonna come in as soon as she wakes up and crawl in bed and snuggle with me. I don't have to figure out how I'm gonna get money to go run and buy a pill to get high. It's amazing. It's a great thing. It's a great feeling. So that's where I'm at. Achilles is a service dog. He is an emotional support animal. I suffer from PTSD from my first daughter Peyton's accident when she was killed, so he helps if I am slipping into kind of an episode. When I sleep, I have really bad flashbacks. The accident will play on repeat, and Achilles will sense that, and when I start waking up, he'll curl up into me or he'll lick my face and wake me up, and I'll kind of reset. So it's fantastic. He's amazing.
Drop it! Whoa! Daddy!
He's tougher than you are, that's for sure. Drop it.
To have Sawyer back, it's like starting at square one. John and I have regained full custody of her.
Excuse me?
I have a lot of catching up to do.
No, don't put
We've changed our schedules, and I've stepped back in my career so I can be home with her.
Come together.
The fear of parenting is overwhelming at times. I'm scared to be judged for doing the wrong thing.
Watch what you're doing, one step at a time.
I'm scared to have her taken away again. I don't know that I would be able to handle that. So that thought alone is terrifying.
This is a great hospital.
It is.
You have a big overhang too.
Yeah, on both sides.
Yeah.
Same on both sides.
Yeah, I mean that's so great. Like you can put 3 cars back here. So how are you adjusting to all of your changes?
You know, it's been taxing. It's a lot all at once, so I don't know if I'm necessarily handling all of it well.
Why wouldn't you be handling it all well?
It's everything all at once.
Is it harder than you remember with Sawyer?
Yeah. It's like having a newborn that's walking and talking, so.
She's great though.
She is. Again, it's, I think, dealing with all the issues with my mom. I just feel like she's gonna sabotage it. I don't want to say it like that, but I don't know what else to say. Like, to exaggerate things, to take things out of context. I'm so scared to ask them to pick her up from school if I'm running late, that they'll use it and be like, well, see, they can't do it.
Do you remember what the judge said in the courtroom? Because I feel like I was sitting right next to you, and she said, if it weren't for my mother's help, I wouldn't be sitting on the bench today.
Right.
Because my mom chauffeured my kids everywhere.
Right. I do remember.
I kind of feel like...
But that's a different, my mom's, I mean, I know that it's hard for her to let go. I wasn't prepared for some of the stuff she said in court about, you know, certain aspects of my recovery. I haven't been prepared this entire time.
I mean, how prepared can one be?
Right.
Ever.
Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Great, great.
Yeah.
It's super hot outside.
You ready? Let's go.
I like Dr. Romero. She's got this understanding about her and this. It was very easy to open up to her. It was very easy to let her into my life and tell her about my past, which I don't tell a lot of people about. So when I was walking in, I ran into a girl that I went to detox with.
Okay.
She's back using, so that was kind of a reality check to see somebody who's where I started and where I am now. It's one of those kind of surreal moments.
Did you guys start together?
Yeah.
How did it make you feel when you saw her?
I was grateful, actually. I mean, I know that's sad. I feel sad for her, but for me, it's a reality check, and that's where I could be. That's where I could always go back to. But
Day by day. But it does make you feel like I've been able to accomplish so much, right?
yeah, it's not the first time I've run into somebody like that, but it's the first time I've actually had a conversation and seen the emotion behind it and actually remember how I felt when I was using.
Did it bring up any cravings, any feelings of cravings when you saw her?
Absolute opposite.
Well, you know, she can always come in for help.
That's what I told her. I said, you know, there's a clinic inside. And she said, yeah, but you know, with Suboxone, I was like, I've heard, you know, a lot of excuses when it comes to Suboxone. Suboxone it's an opiate blocker. It eases the discomfort when you're choosing to come off of opiates and opioids. There is not that thought of getting high because Suboxone takes that away.
Yeah, there's a lot of misconceptions, right, about Suboxone. It's prejudice also.
Right.
Okay.
I think the further I've gotten into recovery and the longer I've been on it, I've plateaued in my recovery just because I'm kind of using it as a crutch at this point.
Why do you feel it's like a crutch?
Because there aren't any cravings with Suboxone. I can't chemically get high, I know that. So there's not that what if scenario because there's that I know I'm gonna get sick. While I'm in this process and I have the people around me with the courts and the drug testing and all that, that for me to continue to come off and taper down gradually. I think
And that's the goal.
right.
I got a call from Allison and I knew that they had gone to court. She said, hey, Judge Cohen would like to speak with you. She said, you know, Barbara, we need to close this case. It's been just too long. We need to go for reunification. I think they're ready. And I was just really shocked. Sawyer had been spending 3 nights max with them, and now she's gonna spend how much time with them? It's not about us. It's not about them. It is about Sawyer. I have said, and she actually admitted it, and I pushed her to say it that day, that the court was not about family court. It was about them complying with everything in drug court. And they were clean for 400 and some days. And so therefore the reward was that they got to have Sawyer back.
Not going to, he's playing, so let it
They had just gotten this dog that I didn't feel was the right decision. Not to not get a dog, but to get a dog that is a breed that's not legal in Miami. There were just so many things that were still red flags to me.
Achilles, drop it.
How about we do a leaf?
A leaf? Which one? That one? You want to do the leaf next? Okay. Okay. Okay, my love. That's what we'll do. Your wish is my command.
I think we've both showed that this isn't just something that we're doing for today. This isn't something that we're just doing to get our daughter back. This is a life change that we've made. We've due diligence, hard work, consistency. We have consistently gone into the courtroom and had thing after thing after thing put in front of us. And instead of reacting, we've taken a step back, we've looked at it, and we've addressed the issue, and we've moved forward.
Right.
I just think in due time they'll see. They will see that we're serious about this, that Allison is a good mother, that she's a great mother, that I'm going to be a good father, that we are going to be great providers for our daughter.
So, you know, it's definitely been difficult for us to swallow the pride and, you know, eat that humble pie, but we messed up. We're here because of our mistakes. Sawyer didn't do anything. My mom didn't do anything. It's us having to, you know, make amends and just keep trucking forward and implementing the things we've learned through this process. I'm gonna be blunt. I don't know how to fix things between my mom and I. I've genuinely tried. I look at things from her perspective. I can't imagine what she's going through. You know, my dad was an addict. From the time I can remember until the day he died, my dad was drinking. So, and then, you know, 3 years later, here I am picking up an addiction, and she has to then deal with that.
She got to me play.
She's been nurturing this child almost, I mean, she was in the delivery room with me. She cut the umbilical cord. She's as much a part of her life as I am, as John is.
Now what?
And I understand she's trying to protect Sawyer, but it's at the cost of our relationship. And that, to me, it's difficult. I think right now it's just that wound is too fresh.